him out, can't chase her, they tell me hear them shot. And I said them want me head from black but pull it red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed from black. Let's see you dirty heart, you are good.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Baddest one, Champ out there with Dixon. Then there's Prez, and it's Cleveland in at the force line. And for the Pacers, we've got the monster, Ja Morant. He's out there with Big Red. Then there's Campbell, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position. So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
Here's Big Red coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Here's Cleveland. Campbell defending. Dixon. A three-pointer off the mark. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Pass to Cleveland. Here's Dixon. His three-pointers off the mark. Morant left side. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Big Red, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Cleveland. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Campbell grabs the board. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Prez with the ball. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Cleveland, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Big Red. Back to Morant. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Well, you look at Prez, among the league leaders, fourth in score.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop. Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Sinks the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Campbell. Here's Big Red. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Over in the corner, Prez. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Hits the three-point bomb. Cleveland's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Big Red. Here's the monster. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Mr. Moves checked in for the Pacers. T's checked in for the Clippers. Good on both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Champ. Here's Dixon. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Campbell after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 5 on the clock. Here's Gomez. And that one's on target from the wing.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Prez. Here's Dixon. Here's Lane. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pacers leading by 3. Now here's Morant. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Cleveland. Campbell defending. Cleveland the pass to Prez. Here's Dixon. He nails it, and we're tied up. Dixon's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for John Morant. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's the monster. He had 37 points last game out. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Dixon. The Pacers making the shot. Pass to T. There's a screen. Launches from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Campbell's got 6 rebounds in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, second team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Los Angeles trails by 3. Pass to Champ. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Nice defense from Kuminga.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Offensive rebound. Campbell. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, just it's easy to say this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Pass to Dixon. There's a good screen. Connects from 3-point range. Dixon's got 9.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
To the paint. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Pacers. Zubac is checked in for Campbell. And it's John Morant in for Big Red. And then for the Clippers, Prez is checked in for the baddest one. Young is subbed in for Dixon. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles trails by 4. Here's T. Hasn't made one yet. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Pacers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Nailed from three-point land. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Puts up a deep 3. It's held in by Zubac.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Morant. He had 27 points last game. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to the monster. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
First personal foul, second team foul.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Sabonis, he's checked in for Champ. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 56 seconds left in the first. Gomez passes to Morant. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Screen by Zubac. 5 to shoot. It's blocked.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Young outside. Pass to Prez. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Young against Morant. Here's Gomez. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
To Indiana.
He gets it up. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Indiana out in front, up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Here's Young. 11-point game his last outing. Kuminga out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Morant. And it's Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Shot clock at 6. Screen by Zubac. Count that bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Now here's Prez. 6 points for him. Sabonis' screen on Morant. Prez, no good. Indiana leading. And here we go. That's
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Young pass to Prez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Prez has got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Morant. And it's blocked. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Prez, no good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Pacers.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Zubac.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Cruz, he's checked in for the Pacers. Dylan Brooks comes in for Brandon Podziemski. The Clippers also changing it up. The general, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Chance subbed in for Trae Young. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Brooks kicks to Morant. Back to Brooks. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice move. And it's Morant missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% from the floor. To the middle. Pass to Champ from past the arc. And he dumps it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. They set the screen. Here's the monster. Puts up a deep three. Indiana again missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Here's T. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Sacramento.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Champ's shot is on. Indiana trails by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to the monster. Here's Gomez. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Gomez has got the game tied up here for Indiana.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Big Reds checked in for Indiana. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Dixon's checked in. Indiana trails by 3. Pass to Zubac. Here's Gomez. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Here's the monster. And no good. Trying to use the glass. He takes it in. Oh, wow!
Young fella. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's the monster. He's got 8. Inside. Over Dixon. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gomez.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Pass to Dixon. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Gomez. 9 points in the game so far. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Shot is good in the Los Angeles lead. It's cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gomez.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Here's Cleveland. A 26-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Goes up with a stripe. The monster with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Champ. There's the triple. It's tipped. And they'll get another chance. There's the pick. Another shot. He's off on that one.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Big Red. It's Brooks on the wing.
2 minutes remaining first ball. 2 minutes.
They swipe it. Cleveland, that's good. Cleveland's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Gomez. He's got 11. Back to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Big Red. Rebounded by Cleveland. Cleveland's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Throughs the pass to Gomez. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Cleveland.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes it inside.
Clearly a foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Indiana making some changes. Campbell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Morant in for Mr. Moves. Baddest ones checked in for the Clippers. Prez comes in for T. He hits both from the stripe. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Big Red can't cash in the runner.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Shots good by Champ.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 11-point game. Indiana again missing.
Well, he tries to enter with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dixon, guarded by Morant.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Big Red. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And it's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. Nice play. One more time. A round of applause.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
If these guys end up making the cut, this will be a dunk contest for the ages, man. They're not just athletes, they are showmen.
And as long as they show me creativity, and it reminds me like a box of donuts, I need something fresh.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Pacers.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on. Let me write that down. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Clippers leading by 11, and on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Champ, Prez out there with the general. Then there's baddest one, and it's Dixon in at the one spot. Prez, no good. And Indiana shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Now here's Morant for three. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pacers. To Prez. Here's Dixon. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Dixon's got 14.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Brooks with no one around. Misses the three.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
A nice shot by Dixon. Dixon's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Brooks right side. Cruz the pass to Morant. The screen from Campbell. Fires from deep. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Indiana.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Dixon. He's got 17. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dixon's got 7 now in this quarter. Pass to the monster. On the wing, Brooks. Scoreless thus far. And that one's good. Big Red.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Dixon, guarded by Morant. A nice shot by Dixon. Dixon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Indiana. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
And seeing where Indiana is, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Pass to the monster. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cleveland's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Champ the pass to Prez. Here's Dixon. Here's Cleveland. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Pass to Dixon. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Dixon's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. At the teardrop, Big Red, no good. Clippers leading by 13. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. And here is Los Angeles now. following the three-point attempt by Dillon Brooks. Champ the pass to Dixon. Deflects the pass. They need this one. Got a piece of it. Here's Cruz. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. The Monsters got 10. Clippers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to Cleveland. Here's Champ. Here's Dixon. He's got 23. Clock at 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
First free throw is good. Mr. Move checked in for Dillon Brooks. Tees checked in for Los Angeles. He's perfect from the line this time. Indiana trails by 15. Pass to Gomez. Back to Morant. It's deflected. They recover it. Here's the Monster. 10 points for him. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Champ. Champ's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Prez. Guarded closely. Pass to Champ.